Today in crypto, if you want to 100x your wealth, then altcoins are going to be how you do it. And while everyone is out there paying attention to Bitcoin right now, while it's running up and having this great crazy run, it is going to be altcoins that will truly make the average investor rich. In fact, more and more we are starting to see this, not just the retail investors who are buying crypto outside of Bitcoin. We're also seeing high net worth individuals coming in. And yes, we are seeing institutional involvement in the altcoin markets. But do not discount those retail investors either. They are going to pump altcoins super hard. Super hard. All of which says to me that altcoins, not Bitcoin, is how to get rich in 2021. And do make sure as well to stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to be showing you how to use a decentralized hedge fund to automate your crypto gains. Super cool. So make sure to stick around for that. My name's Lark, and this is where you subscribe for all of the hottest and all of the latest happening out here in the wild land of crypto. Okay, now, as exciting as Bitcoin is right now, and yes, it is damn exciting. These are the moments we live for, right? This is great stuff. Here's a straight dope for you. If you buy the right altcoins, then you will make absolutely life-changing money. Once Bitcoin tops, or finds a local top, not a big top, but a local top, then an insane amount of money is going to start piling in to altcoins. People never seem to want to believe this when they see Bitcoin raging higher, but this is exactly what happens. This is how the money flows around the market. Also, here is a reminder for you. Bitcoin, for it to reach a 100x gain, would require it to reach a market cap of $32 trillion, which is 1/3 of the entire money supply globally. That does not seem like a highly likely scenario on any kind of reasonable time frame. Now, by comparison, there will be 100 altcoins or more that will do 100x or more during the bull run. In fact, check out this chart here from the 2017 bull run. It shows the percentage gained by Bitcoin in 2017 versus the average percentage gained by altcoins in 2017. The red line on the chart is Bitcoin. The blue line represents altcoins. As you can see, that's a pretty damn big difference. So basically a 16x greater gain for altcoin investors on average. The trick, of course, is knowing when to get in and when to get out. And of course, actually being able to pull the trigger to sell your altcoins and realize the gains when the time comes. And yes, another altcoin cycle will come. They always come. It's just the nature of the market. I want to look at some charts here too. The first chart I want to show you is the ETH BTC chart. Now this is a good indicator of the strength of the altcoin market. And it's, right now, obviously we've seen it going down a lot recently, but it's starting to look very compelling. So we're in a bullish falling wedge pattern. We're coming up on a zone of previous resistance, which is likely to be flipped into support. And it is currently bouncing off of the 50-week moving average as support. Now, if it loses those lines of support, well, it's a different story, and it could be a bit more pain for altcoins. If it holds that, if this pair holds up and this does trend back upwards and bounces off that support, then altcoins will boom big time with Ethereum leading. The second chart I want to share with you is about Litecoin. Litecoin's breaking out right now. Litecoin, obviously a very popular coin with traders, but more than anything, it's a really good indicator of money flowing into large cap coins. And that money, it is already starting to move into other parts of the alt market, but they're hitting these big caps like Litecoin first while Bitcoin is flying. Now, if Litecoin breaks the resistance around $84, then it could boom real hard, real fast. Again, bringing money into the altcoin markets and bringing the rest of the altcoins up with it. And the third here is the key DeFi protocols. Aave is a great example. It's gone absolutely insane in the last couple of weeks, showing that money is flowing into the perceived safer bets first in the crypto market, the so-called DeFi blue chips. They're getting the money. This is where the big money is flowing in right now. Other altcoins, they will cycle back in as well. So that's some of the biggest altcoins there, showing a lot of strength. Now, one thing I've been hearing a lot recently is that institutional money only wants Bitcoin. All the altcoins are going to die. You guys know the story, right? That's categorically untrue. Yes, right now, the main area of crypto exposure by institutional players is Bitcoin. But you have to remember, it has taken us like more than 10 years just to convince these institutional players to buy Bitcoin. Baby steps here, baby steps. Remember, Bitcoin's the gateway drug, guys. They are coming into altcoins. In fact, I have a little secret for you. They already are buying altcoins. It's starting already. And I think the simplest and clearest evidence of this fact is the $1.2 billion worth of Ethereum that institutions have invested in via the Grayscale Investment Trust. $1.2 billion worth of Ethereum. That's a lot. And we are starting to see the institutions looking beyond Ethereum, the more adventurous ones anyway. We do have evidence of funds getting into those more exotic altcoins. As an example, Galaxy Digital, they've just invested in 2 crypto funds, Parify, which is an active member of the MakerDAO governance, and Robot Ventures, which has close ties to Compound Finance. Last week, we saw that Polychain Capital announced they invested $8 million into YEarn Finance's YFI token. And another firm called Three Arrows Capital, they bought $10 million worth of Chainlink yesterday. That's a pretty big move. Famous investment firm Andreessen Horowitz, they've been in crypto DeFi stuff for a long time. In fact, they're a leader in this. They have big investments in things including synthetics as an example. So the funds, they're getting into it. And you might say, but Lark, none of that stuff counts because these are all crypto firms already. Okay, sure. What with the non-crypto firms coming in? Well, we have $9.2 billion hedge fund Skybridge. They're seeking SEC approval to invest in crypto. And they were clear to say we're not just looking at Bitcoin, meaning quite simply, they're going to be buying altcoins. It's happening. Then there is this story from last week that one of the biggest commercial banks in Thailand is also investing in DeFi via their collaboration with recently listed on BINANCE token called Alpha Finance. Also, according to a new report, we are going to see high net worth individuals coming in as well. So the number of millionaires wanting to buy cryptocurrencies is on the rise. 73% of millionaires said they want to own digital assets before the end of 2022. Now, the survey asked 700 high net worth individuals. And look, yeah, maybe they're all just going to buy Bitcoin. But I really doubt that. We already have people like Raoul Pal, the famous macro investor. He's quite vocal about his Ethereum purchase. He's out there talking about it on the regular. We also have this Dubai-based millionaire who made the news recently. He's investing $10 million into Ethereum in order to be able to stake in ETH 2.0. Just this week as well, we found out that Skype co-founder Jan Tallinn revealed that he owns cryptocurrency. And guess what? He owns Bitcoin and he owns Ethereum. Again, underlining that high net worth investors are seeking exposure to crypto assets beyond Bitcoin. Because of course they are. Of course they are. Anyone who thinks that they would only buy Bitcoin is crazy. Also, take a look at this chart here. It shows the top crypto whale addresses. It shows over the last few months, the whales have actually been buying massive amounts of, key altcoins like Chainlink, 0x, Kyber Network. They're loading up on these, high quality altcoins. And honestly, this is only a small sample of recent acquisitions and stories from institutions and high net worths buying crypto not named Bitcoin. We have lots of stories from earlier this year, last year about, these just tricklings of these big money players coming in. But what about the retail investor? Well, according to data from Coinbase, only 25% of their users stay Bitcoin-only investors. And while Bitcoin maximalist-led Cash App is unlikely to start offering anything besides Bitcoin anytime soon, PayPal and PayPal-owned Venmo is offering access to Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin with more coins rumored to be added soon. That's going to pump up altcoins like crazy. 346 million customers, guys. Then we have DBS, the biggest bank in Southeast Asia. They're going to start selling Bitcoin pretty soon, as well as Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and XRP. In reality, human psychology will start to kick in for altcoin season sooner than most people anticipate, because this is it. Why buy a tiny piece of a $20,000 Bitcoin when I could buy like 200 Litecoin for the same price? This is how investors think. You know it. You guys know this to be true. But Lark, Bitcoin's just the better coin. Well, you know, Bitcoin's great, but there's a lot of great altcoins out there. We know this. Retail investors, they think like retail investors. They're going to buy good altcoins. They're going to buy bad altcoins. Right now we're seeing Robinhooders. They're starting to try to pump Dogecoin on TikTok again because, you know, it's a cheap altcoin. It's like a penny, right? Anyway, guys, the main point. Now is the time to be loading up on altcoins. I personally believe that. I'm still in almost all of my altcoin positions right now. I also have invested in a few new token sales, and I'm also contemplating dumping some money into some existing coins that I think are really, really promising. So I'll do an update video on that for you once I do actually, pull the trigger and throw some money into some of those coins. But I want to say this, that in general, I feel like the altcoins with the biggest chance of just really pumping super hard are the ones that have really proved themselves during the bear market. We have, the likes of Aave and Synthetics. They're coins from like 2018, 2017. They pumped crazy recently because they proved themselves. They didn't just survive the bear market. They thrived, and they're better than ever. They've already hit price discovery in 2020, which is impressive. And then I think it's really about the new coins, right? The ones that don't have a lot of salty bag holders hoping to dump as soon as previous highs are reached. You have to remember, that whole bear market happened, and a lot of coins came out of it with almost nothing to show. No users, no useful products. They're just junk. Look for the new stuff like Injective Protocol, APY Finance. They're hot coins. They're going to do well. And watch out for token sales also. Try to either invest during the token sale if you can. It's not always easy. Or look to grab some tokens shortly after listing. People aren't necessarily paying attention. And these can be millionaire plays. Remember stuff like Chainlink and Aave? They were all ICOs at one point, and they made 100x for investors. 2021 is going to create a lot of new millionaires from altcoin investing. Question is, will you be one of them? Well, if you pick the right altcoins, you just might be. And now I want to move on to the final segment of today's video and to thank dHEDGE for sponsoring this episode. Now, dHEDGE is a digital asset management platform built on Ethereum and leveraging the power of synthetics. Their decentralized hedge fund technology allows you to basically be able to put your money with a professional fund manager to be able to automate your crypto investing. So you just hand over the dollars, they invest it in different assets, and then try to make gains on that. Now, dHEDGE's mainnet recently went live, and they're now calling for investors to invest in the platform with their managers and to get some sweet, sweet gains. So let me go ahead and show you now just how easy the platform is to use. First, you're going to need to click on the link in the description of this video. That will take you over to the dHEDGE website, which you can see that I am on now. Then you will need to click on Open App. So just go ahead and click on Open App here, and then you're going to need to click Connect Wallet. So that, of course, will connect you to your MetaMask wallet. So make sure you have that downloaded and ready to go. And then we are connected here. Now this is the Explore page. So we're going to see featured fund managers up top here. If you scroll down a little bit farther, you are going to see the leaderboard with all kinds of different funds that are currently available. For example, we can see that Convex Strategies, they have been performing very well. They have a 31.22% return since inception. They do have, however, a 20% performance fee. But a lot of people seem to like this pool as there is currently $161,000 sitting in that pool. But you do want to shop around a little bit and see what the different funds are doing and what their performance has been. For example, we can click on DeFi Prime's DeFi Bull Fund. So this has had a 23.82% return since its inception, and it only has a 5% performance fee. So that is a lot lower than the 20% performance fee with Convex. So it does pay to shop around a little bit. And once you're on the profile page here, you can also see what the strategy of this particular fund is. So with DeFi Prime, they are of course focused on DeFi. So they have their funds at a DeFi index. in Ethereum, and in dollars. Now, I'm personally bullish on DeFi as well, so I think we're going to invest a little bit into the DeFi Prime DeFi Bull Fund. I've already got 20 bucks in there, but let's go ahead and invest a little bit more. Now, if you do not have SUSD, so that is synthetic USD, then you're going to need to trade and get some. Now, that is the only dollars that they're accepting on the platform. So go ahead and click on Get SUSD. It'll take you over to 1inch Exchange where you can make that trade very quickly. So I'm going to trade 500 USDC for SUSD. So it's super easy to do that on 1inch Exchange. Just go ahead and click Swap Token here. Now, if this is the first time using 1inch, you might need to actually unlock that, but that's a step that you might need to go through. Now, once you have your SUSD, just decide how much you want to invest. I'm going to put the whole 498 SUSD into the DeFi Prime DeFi Bull Fund, but you can also invest in multiple funds. If I wanted to, for example, invest half of my money here into the DeFi Prime Fund and half of it into the Convex Fund, well, I could do that. It's super easy to do, but let's just go ahead and click on 100% here and then click on Invest, click Buy. And just a few seconds later, my funds have been invested, and it's really that easy to do. It's just a super easy process, a great way to invest in some different funds with different strategies to try and get some of those gains. Obviously, you do need to remember that this is not a guaranteed way to make gains, that fund managers can also register losses, so do be aware of that. But for the busy investor, I think that dHEDGE is definitely a cool option to be able to automate the process, put your money with some fund managers, and sit back and let those gains come in. dHEDGE will also be launching a performance mining program soon. So if you are an investor and you do have funds sitting with a fund manager on dHEDGE, then you will also earn the dHT governance token as well as any gains that your fund manager makes. So if you're looking for a cool way to make your investing easier while also getting some sweet liquidity tokens, then check out dHEDGE by using the link down below in the description. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. Your question for today is a simple one. What altcoins are you buying right now? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.